Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It is Beltane season, yay! It's one of my absolute favorite times of year. It corresponds in the Southern Hemisphere to Samhain, and what those two times of year have in common is that the veil is thin, okay? So we have access to this wonderful divine guidance. Our ancestors are closer to us, and it's such a beautiful time of year because it's Rhiannon's time. Right? And Rhiannon comes in, she rides in on her white mare and says, hey, how you doing? Do you want to live more wildly? Do you want to love better? Do you want to live more freely? What would you not dare do? What would you not dare say? If you could remove all of your restrictions and all of your reserve, what would be left? She comes in and begs those questions of us. She beckons us to come outside and go explore and be free and really smell the flowers. Beltane is known as the time of the blossoming, and we can really look to that energy within for ourselves in terms of how might we blossom? How might we nurture whatever seeds that are important to us, whether it be our interpersonal relationships, the work that we do, whatever our relationship to the world at large? How can we really nurture those seeds and watch them blossom within, around, and for us? It's such a beautiful time of year. So we're going to take a look at the energies at play and see how we can best work with these energies so that we can really get the most out of it and really take full advantage of Beltane season, as is our right and our privilege to do. So let's go on and see what's going on. Hey Libras, let's go and see what your animal energy is for Beltane season. What is the animal energy for Libra? Libra, could this be any better? Look at this. So we have Phoenix here. This is so beautiful. So let's talk. So first of all, that circle there represents that of spirit, which indicates that this season is going to be especially poignant, pertinent, important, profound, significant for you in some way, shape, or form. Now, also, Phoenix relates to death energy, right? Scorpio energy, which is about endings that make way for new beginnings, much like the phoenix rising from the ashes and has to die in order to be reborn, and thus it's a cycle that continues on. It also relates to Six of Swords energy, which speaks of a complete freedom and clarity and peace of mind and a transition from one point of life into another. So this is transition, but it's also very powerful. It's an empowered transition, I would say, for you, which is really, 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 really beautiful for Beltane season, especially since this is a fiery season. And then we have Phoenix energy here, which is very fiery as well. But we've also got the wings and the air sign energy, which is Libra. So really, really auspicious to start off here. Let's go ahead and see what is going on. Really, really beautiful start there with the Phoenix energy. So what is going on for Libra? Beltane. Really, really, really nice. Okay, let's start here with the bird's nest. So this is really brilliant. So we were just talking about the wings and the air sign of it all. And if you know me at all, if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I associate Libras, your power animal for me is the butterfly. And then you're showing up right there and it's mirroring the phoenix's wings there. See that? And then with the orange, it's really, really beautiful synchronicity there. So the bird's nest, this is wonderful because this is very much about teamwork, but it's very much like a Three of Cups sort of energy, which is about celebration points and community, right? So it feels like this Beltane season is going to be very community minded for you. And there's going to be an emphasis on the people that you spend time with that are important to you. And then this could also be the people that you work with, right? Like a working team, coworkers that you come together. It could be a family unit as well. Any team, right? That's bird's nest that comes together for a greater good or a commonly held goal. And then success is ensured when everyone is on the same page and everyone is working towards the same ends. And this is also, like I said, a very joyous, happy, light energy. And I love that this butterfly is coming in for you for this season too, because at least in the northern hemisphere, this is the time of the butterflies. We're really starting to see them come out. So this is really, really beautifully auspicious for you. There is also an aspect of this I'm feeling with the bird's nest that feels like this is about ideas of some sort. It feels like a seed that begins in the mind and grows and will come into full fruition as the summer goes on in the northern hemisphere. Flip it if you're in the southern hemisphere, of course. But it feels like there's a seed of an idea that if left to grow and you nurture it with, your joy and your present state of mind and allowing yourself to just really come from a place of what if, what could be, allowing your imagination to soar. It feels like there is a lot of potential, back to the Six of Swords. I want to say problem solving or ideas around how to move something forward, or really good idea around something. But I'm seeing like a light bulb moment of clarity for you over Beltane season. It could be a series of them as well. Hello. So here we have 4 of Roses. Now, I do want to point out that the flower for Beltane, its main signifier, yes, are flowers. It's called the blossoming time, but also the rose. So, right, May is when the roses really start to come out. So this is really, really, again, very auspicious for you, Libra. Now, do you notice here that there are 4 people, right? One is a reflection, but we'll count it as 4, right? There are 4 people here, and there are 4 birds. So I would say that the number 4 is significant for this season for you. Views of the ego is very much about incorporating aspects of yourself and or your experience, right? And or others, right? Because again, this was a lot about community. You know that saying, you are the people that you spend time with? There's something in that for you for Beltane, but it feels really good, right? It feels strong. Views of the ego is very much about incorporating those aspects that are maybe not so pleasurable or, liked or wanted, or even on the surface desirable. But the gift of views of ego is that you have access to insights, right? That I feel like is carving out the pathway around this solution that I'm picking up on, or this idea, because there's a plethora of information, right, available to you. I feel like below the surface, or on the other side of this mirror, on the other side of something, that you're being asked to kind of go backstage. I'm feeling like in some way, shape, or form, go backstage of whatever your experience is for Beltane, and there's a lot of information and great ideas to be found there, because I'm seeing this sort of, these people have been working in this room and trying to figure something out, or building something, or creating something, or planning something. And then this is like a backstage, or like a mirrored image where it's like, hello, I'm right here, but you wouldn't think to look at me, or you wouldn't think to look here. I feel like there's a surprise or something unexpected to be found in a place where you may not normally look or consider, right? This can even be a person or a group that might surprise you in some way, that you're like, oh, wow, I'm really feeling this. And oh my gosh, right as I say that, we have diversity, 5 of Scrolls. So this is beautiful, is exactly what we were saying. So diversity is very much about opening up your perspective, opening up your options, right? So this is allowing yourself to look into things, to partake in activities, to, engage with different social groups than you normally do. It's about diversifying your personal portfolio, and in doing so, finding some hidden treasures, right? This is beautiful. It feels really, really strong air energy for you guys, which again is so auspicious here with the Phoenix and the fact that you guys are air energy. I like it a lot when a sign, feels like the kind of time period that we're in. It's always very, very powerful signifier. So again, 5 of Scrolls with the diversity, I'm hearing to keep your mind open and allow synchronicities and connection points and introductions to be made and to come to you. And I'm hearing to not be so quick to think what something is, or how it's going to be, or whether or not you're going to like it, or if you're going to get anything out of it. It's like, really go there. I'm hearing you can invite some of your, sister Aquarius energy in, right? With your fellow air sign. I mean, that's what I'm hearing with this, because this is Aquarian energy all day, diversity. I'm hearing that you can borrow some of that Aquarian energy and say, let me just open up my mind and broaden my perspective and consider some things or think about something in a different way that is going to lead to not only surprises, but a bounty, right? A bounty of new opportunities and perspectives. And I'm even feeling with this as well, like an idea that goes and blossoms into something rather significant. Like it feels sort of akin to someone getting an idea for something, like it feels like an origin story is the best way I could think to put it. An origin story that we hear about like, yeah, I was hanging out with my friends sitting around a table and we were talking about, this, and we came up with this idea. And then our multi-billion-dollar company was founded in a cafe with a few friends sitting around a table talking, right? I'm also hearing that J.K. Rowling story because I just happened to come across this in a book. So it's on my mind, and we have diversity where, she dreamt up Harry Potter in this, cafe in Scotland, and, took inspiration. It feels like an origin story that is similar to something like that, where something seemingly innocuous is the breeding ground or plants the seed for something that can grow and flourish and become much bigger. It's really, really nice. And also with the Phoenix energy as well, that is also a signifier that there is going to be a wonderful sense of feeling like you have a lot of energy and you're feeling renewed in a really profound way, which is so perfect and so beautiful. So I want to go ahead and get some advice for you guys for the season as well. Let's see what your advice is, Libra. I mean, hello. I love this. So your advice is the Knight of Wands. How brilliant is that? So this is perfection. So first of all, fire energy here, right? Remember, the wands are about the actions that we do or don't take around the work that we love to do, and or the interpersonal relationships that inspire us, right? So this is brilliant. This is about following your passion and moving full speed ahead. This is about listening to your instincts and not overthinking it, which is really brilliant and perfect given that we have the Phoenix, and as it corresponds to the Six of Swords, which is about a complete freedom and clarity of mind. This is inner peace right here. And then you're being asked to just follow your passions and go for it. The Lion energy here, Leo energy, this is interesting as well, because that's very much allowing yourself to be seen, and it's a very social energy as well, right? The lions are about the pride, right? So there's something here about that as well. There's something about a really strong power in either your friend group, your working group, your community in some way, family, that is going to really inspire and propel you forward. There's something about that. I see it like kind of like this bird's nest is the equivalent of like plugging your phone into a charger. That's what this feels like. I just got shivers. That's what this feels like. So with this advice, this is about staying, do not overthink. Do not overthink. That's what this is. It's about really tapping into your instincts and allowing yourself to be moved by what truly makes you passionate. That's what this is. This is like, just do it. Go for it. Which is, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's go ahead and get an oracle card. I'm feeling this one. Let's get an oracle for Beltane season, Libras. How about it? Oracle. Oh my, y'all, are you ready for this? What? Butterfly extravaganza. Look at all the butterflies for you. I'm so here for it. So surrender. This is really beautiful. And what I really like about this is that we're looking at the Knight of Wands as your advice about just do it, go for it, don't overthink it. And then surrender is a bit of the same energy, where it's about allowing yourself the freedom with these butterflies here, right? To just really follow what inspires you, what you're passionate about, and knowing that you are tapped in to divine creative inspiration during this time. So follow the thread, because I feel like as you follow those threads, it's going to be the beginning point, right? The seeding point for something that grows and blossoms into something beyond perhaps even your wildest dreams with the Phoenix energy. It's so beautiful, but it's only on the other side of you surrendering, right? To your passions, to your feelings, to what actually is moving you in any given moment and any given day. This is the opposite of overthinking. See how she's got her eyes closed and like the butterflies are around? Butterflies are very much about transformation as well, right? And are about, you know, how transformation can be difficult and scary with the views of the ego, 4 roses, but that the end product is so worth it, right? And there's an aspect of this as well. I do feel like there's kind of the unspoken thing here, and picking up on this, is that change can be scary. Change can be difficult. It goes against our human nature. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily something that is like, woohoo, change. You know what I mean? But for you, I'm hearing the words like change it up, but it feels incredibly positive to do so, because it's going to direct you and lead you to people, places, and things and ideas that you're going to look back and go, oh my God, I am so, so glad. I am so excited and happy and grateful for this time in my life where, you know, ABC, XYZ unfolded. And that's for your Beltanes. This is really, 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 really beautiful, Libras. I am so excited to see what comes of this for you. And with that being said, thank you so, so much for being here. Wishing you so many blessings for Beltane season. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I would so appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. I love you for it. And as always, and most of all, thank you, thank you, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.